And welcome to another beautiful day on the WA coast and another episode of Vet in a Van. This episode, Quobba Station. So we're starting to work our way up slowly, very slowly, towards Exmouth. And so there's a couple of stations on the way heading up through Ningaloo and the national parks. So this episode is all about Quobba Station. Enjoy. And here we are. So this is the Blowholes free camp at Quobba. Cool little spot. It's not much of this. There's not allocated camping or anything like that. It's pretty much just like a car park. Everyone just camps along. So it's it's only like $11 per adult. So it's pretty cheap, and you're right on the reef here. So I don't know if you can see that behind me, but you've got the waves crashing there, and then you've got this little island here. And so this island protects this whole area. And all in front of it you've got reef, and they call it the aquarium because apparently the snorkeling is absolutely red hot. So yeah, just had some lunch and we're gonna go for a bit of an explore. The weather's, I don't know, it's okay. It's a bit cloudy, but it's supposed to be getting fine over the next few days. So hopefully we get some magic, quiet, lovely days to do some snorkeling and explore the Quobba area. So yeah, let's go for an explore. Far off in the distance behind me is the Dampier salt stockpiles. It's really cool because they're just these big white little salt mounds, which and then you can see out over there there's the ships waiting to dock to export salt out here in seemingly the middle of nowhere. And also along here, just at the salt lookout, is the remnants of was it the Korean Star, Tans? Yes. The Korean Star, which we couldn't find much information about the Korean Star, but it absolutely met its end here on the rocks, and now there's just bits of rusting metal everywhere and the tangled mess of this ship. And you just think, like, the ocean's there, so it must have been some tide to bring it up here and deposit it on these rocks. Bit of a rocky drive down, but it's beautiful out here. There's a couple of people fishing, so maybe you might wet a line as well. See how we go. Check out Red Bluff. So we're not camping here this time because we're staying down at the Blowholes, but I think if we get a chance to do it again, we'll probably come out here. The famous break, or the Red Bluff barrel, or what's it called? The Bluff barrel, I think it is. But anyway, it's just over there. There's guys surfing on it at the moment. But get a load of this. pretty nice spot. So the tides, it's just hit high tide, and I can see, like you can see, a multitude of fish just down on this ledge. Like I can see a big stonker thing hanging there right now. So fingers crossed we actually can catch a fish. Fingers crossed. Finally, something half decent. I'll have to check if he's size, but what is he? Is he a snapper? I'll have to have a look. So yesterday's fishing was good, but what happened afterwards was even better. So long story short, we didn't get home till like 11 o'clock last night. We were fishing quite a few good fish. It was all pretty good. And then I saw the guys in front of us get onto this massive cod, and they were from like Uruguay, and they ended up inviting us to share some of this cod. And they gave us, this is just, like, this thing was massive. This is just like a small part of the insanely large fillet that we got off it. Like, this thing would have been just under a metre long and probably like, I don't know, 20 kilos maybe? So it was a big fish. But yeah, so they invited us over, and a couple of other campers came over, and we all had a meal, and it turns out one of them is like a Michelin chef. So we had like a 4-course cod fiesta, for want of a better word. It was like sushi to start off with, and one of the other guys had baked some fennel beer bread, and then someone else pulls out some pickled ginger, and then someone's got some olive oil that they picked up in Margaret River, and so we sort of had that on this big platter with, you know, probably 500 grams of sushi that he just meticulously cut off and sliced up, and then we char grilled the rest of it in varying stages. And so, like, started with the cheek and then had bits of the fillets, and it was just so good, and with some wine, and next thing you know, we blinked and it was... And we had our iPads. And these guys had their iPads. We pulled the ripcord on that one at about 8 o'clock. But we suddenly realised it was like 10 o'clock and we're still out at Red Bluff, which is 40 minutes away. So I got back here at 11. Boys were still awake. Toby fell asleep. And so today's going to be nice and quiet. We're going to check out the aquarium, we're going to float in the water, and we're going to look at beautiful little fishies swimming around. It's going to be very peaceful. Beautiful and peaceful. What's for dinner?
Fresh, blue-lined emperor, otherwise known as black snapper.
Black snapper. So this is the one we picked up yesterday. We're going to backpack and seal the other massive slab of cod that I showed you before. And yeah, we'll have this one today. We've also got a little baggie that's outside of a couple of other cod that we caught. I've just filleted those up so they're boneless for the kids. And put some batter, and so we'll fry those, and Tans and I will have the snapper, Asian style. So what we've got
Thai.
Thai style.
I'm going to do some garlic, ginger, and fish sauce for a bit of salt, sprinkle of sugar for the sweet, some kaffir lime leaf for flavour, pepper, and a touch of chilli for the spicy.
Yum, with some garlic rice. So, yum, 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 yum. How's this for a restaurant view? So this is dinner. So last night up here at Quobba, and we've just driven up to the lighthouse, which you can probably see behind me, and we're gonna have ourselves dinner with this amazing backdrop. And well, the Blowholes back there, Quobba Station's just up there, Blowhole Campgrounds where we are is just there, Red Bluff is up there. So it's beautiful. It's windy, but it's always windy. And we're going to sit here and watch the sunset and have a quiet drink, and a few friends are going to come up and meet us up here. And how good is this? How good is this?